Hello, today we're going to learn more about polygons. And the learning objective today is to say I can extend the properties of polygons to solve complex polygon problems. Now, actually, today's lesson is a very terrible video lesson because all these problems are things that you should be doing on your own. And if you just sit and watch me do these lessons, you're not going to learn very much. So this is a better in-class lesson. And uh, and so whenever you get to a problem, if you really want to learn it, what you should do is pause the video, try to do the problem on your own, and once you have got it, go through the problem to see if I did it the same way you did, and hopefully we both come up with the same answer. All right. The first question: each interior angle is 4 times the measure of each exterior angle. What is the measure of the interior angle of a polygon? Now, say we don't know how many sides are in some polygon, blah, 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 blah. We don't know it's over here. The interior angle and the exterior angle will be here and here. If the interior is 4 times as big as the exterior angle, we know x plus 4x will always equal 180 degrees. So when I add these up, I'll get 5x is equal to 180, and I can solve for x by dividing by 5. So I'll just take my trusty calculator and take 180 divided by 5, and I get 36. So 36 is my exterior angle, and so what I can do is either, the goal is to find the what is the measure of the interior angle. So I take 180 minus 36, which is 144. So the interior angle equals 144. Now, if you want to know what type of polygon it is, we know if we can take 360 divided by exterior will give us the number of sides. So 360 divided by 36 will give us 10 sides. So that means it is a decagon. All right, now this problem is the same type of problem. So take a second, pause the video, and see if you can do it on your own. Hopefully you've paused the video and you're complete, and you're just watching me go through this, because 9x plus 1x, so this is interior versus exterior, those equal 180, so 10x is 180. So now I have to divide by 10 on both sides, and x is equal to 18. So if my exterior angle is 18, my interior angle is going to be 180 minus that, which is 162. So if I want to know what type of polygon it is, I take 360 divided by 18, and that would be 20 sides, or 20-sided polygon, and that would be, you could just call it a 20gon if you'd like. All right, this next problem is a little tricky. If I know this is a regular hexagon, try to find CGF, which is this angle. Now to do that, first thing I need to do is find one angle in my polygon, which is a hexagon. And I like to find my exterior angle first because I like that equation better. So I'll take 360 divided by my number of sides to get my exterior. So my exterior is 60. So if each exterior is 60, my interior is 180 minus that, which is 120. So if all of these angles are 120, and now I need to find out more angles. Well, if a regular hexagon, all the sides are going to be equal. And so that means this creates a isosceles triangle. Well, I know this is 120. So if I take 180 minus 180 minus 120, I get 60. So those two angles add up to 60. But since this is isosceles, both of them are the same. So they're both 30. So this is 30, and that's 30. Similarly, this is 30, and that's 30. So if I want to find this angle, I can add those two up, subtract from 180 and get 120. And those are vertical angles, so this one, again, is 120. Let's try something else. In this, again, pause the video, see if you can do it on your own. And if not, then watch them. So watch me. If this is an exterior angle, this has 8 sides. I can take 360 divided by 8 and get 45. So y is 45. This one's 45. 180 minus that. And each of these is 135. So x is 135, y is 45. Now, if I want to find this angle, this is a triangle. 45 plus 45 is 90. 180 minus 90 is going to be 90. So if this is 90, z is also going to be 90 degrees. All right, we'll just keep this going. This is similar to a previous one, so please pause the video and try to do it on your own. If I want to find this angle, or find EQD, which is this one, first I'd find this angle A by looking at the exterior. So I'd do 360 divided by 5, and that is 72. So if this is 72, subtract it from 180, and I would get 108. So each of these angles is 108, but if this is a regular pentagon, those two are congruent. So this is 108, subtract from 180, and these two add up to 72, divide by 2, and this is 36, and this is 36. Similarly, this is 36, and this is 36. So if I want to find this angle over here, there's a few ways we can do it. We could take 108 minus 36, 108 minus 36, and I would get over here to be 72. I can add these two up. 72 plus 76 is 148. I subtract them from 180, and this angle is 32. Alright, I just noticed something that I didn't really like, and I realized it was my writing. That wasn't 76, that was 36. And I'm pretty sure I put 36 on all those, I just couldn't read my writing well enough. So it wasn't actually 32. It was, if I add those up, I get 108, and so this is 72. So 72 is angle EQD. All right, here's another one. Pause it, try to do it yourself. Here we have a regular pentagon, which is similar to the previous problem. This outside is going to be 72. 180 minus that would be 108. So x is 108. And y is the exterior angle, so that would be 72. And this is 108, so its exterior angle is 72. So I add these two up, subtract from 180, and I get 36. Now to find w, this is not a straight line, so these are not a linear pair. So I'd have to use the regular, the formula for a regular polygon. If I do 360 divided by 6, that's 60. So that's going to be your exterior angle. Subtract from 180, and w is 120 degrees. Next problem. We did one similar to this. Last couple. If this is a regular pentagon, we can do this. 360 divided by 5 is 72. That's the exterior. So the interior is going to be 108. So each of these has an interior angle of 108. So if this is 108, this is an isosceles triangle, because this is regular, these two angles will have to be congruent. So 108 subtract from 180 is going to be 72. Cut that in half, and each of these is going to be 36. Now, there's many different ways we can go about this. And one of them is to not even have that in here at all. But we could have just knowing that this whole angle is 108. And since this is a regular quadrilateral, this is 90. So we could figure it out from there. Because if I take, so if that's 36, if I subtract 108 minus 90, that would be what's on the outside, which is 18. So that means 18 is on the inside. So this angle is cut in half. So both x and the angle on the outside are both going to be 18. All right. As we keep moving, there's more problems. We have 1, 2, 3 more to go, or 4 actually. So this one is fairly similar. This one's kind of tough because there's two angles close together. If that's 150, this one's 30. These two angles are alternate interior angles. And if I take 180 minus 30, I get 150. Divide that by 2, and each of these would be 75. So C would be a linear pair with that, or 105. Now, angle A, this is an octagon, so I take 360 divided by 8 to get 45. So that means 45 is all of these exterior angles. And if I subtract from 180, I get 135. So my A value is 135. But this is not isosceles, so I can add these two up, 95 plus 45, and subtract from 180, and I would get 40 for B. This is an isosceles triangle, so if that's 45, this is 45, and that is 90. So I can take 90 plus 135 and subtract it from 360, because all of these add up to 360. And this one will also be 135. All right. On this one, 97 and C are alternate interior angles. 97 and D are a linear pair. So that would be 83. To get these two angles, I'd take 180 minus 26 and then divide 154 by 2. So each of these is 77. If each of those are 77, I subtract that from 180. So we have 103, 103. And now we have 4 out of the 5 angles in a pentagon. Pentagons add up to 540 degrees. So if I add 103 plus 103 plus 83 plus 97, subtract that from 540, E is left at 154 degrees. All right. Now we're almost getting to the end. If this is 100, this angle is 80. These two angles are going to be the same, so 180 minus 80 is 100 divided by 2. Each one would be 50. Subtract those from 180, and each of these is 130. So now I have my y. If this is 40, this one's 140 because they add up to 180. So now if I want to find x, I can take my 4 angles that I know and add them up. 135 plus 130 plus 130 plus 140. And now there's 3 more angles. And so all 4 of these, so 4 angles, add up to 535. Now, if I take 180 times 7 minus 2, I will have the sum of all my interior angles. So the sum is going to equal 900. So if I take 900 minus 535, these 3 angles will add up to 365. So 3x equals 365. Just divide that by 3, and my x value is 121.6 repeating. All right. Now the last problem of the day is the success criteria. Oh, there actually wasn't a problem. So you're done. Fantastic. Rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 5, and hopefully you can do the homework. Good luck.